Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Gaming Spinosaurus, here with another video. Today, I will be stating my predictions for God of War Ragnarok. So, let's hop right in, shall we? As of the day of this video's release, it is exactly 1 month till the release of God of War Ragnarok. And when I tell you I am excited for this game, it is a huge understatement. I have never been this excited for anything as long as I can remember. My hype levels are through the goddamn roof, man. Because God of War 2018 is a goddamn masterpiece, without a doubt. One of my favourite games of all time, and very nearly a perfect game in my opinion. And from the footage we've seen, they seem to be fixing the biggest issues of God of War, the enemy and combat variety. So today, because I'm this excited, I will be stating my predictions for the game, so that if I get any right, I can brag, and if I get any terribly wrong, which I will, because some of these are bold and are literally backed up by zero evidence, you can all laugh at me uproariously. Again, some of these are random thoughts that I've thought, wouldn't it be cool if this happened, or I think this is going to happen, and others are kind of backed up by some very vague evidence. So let's hop right in. Firstly, and I think this one is pretty guaranteed, this is going to age poorly, isn't it? Kratos will wield Mjolnir. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to wield Mjolnir as fucking Kratos? And we know Thor's going to kick the bucket. I mean, come on, you can't challenge Kratos and survive. Again, I should really stop making these sweeping statements, because I'm going to look like a fool in a month. Most importantly, I think it will be big Jormangandr, the boy, the world serpent himself, to finally put the nail in his coffin. I think he's gonna kill him. It's gonna be like a team up with Kratos, because in the first game, when you throw the axe into the lake, Iter imbued appears on the screen when you recall it, and that doesn't actually do any stat buffs. And in Norse, Iter is another word for poison, and in the Norse mythology, Thor is supposed to be, I think it's covered by Jormungandr's poison, take exactly 9 steps and die. So yeah, Mjolnir is going to bang as a weapon. I want to be able to shoot lightning at people. That's all. I'm a simple man. Jormungandr sweep. Come on, Jormungandr, you can kill Thor. Next, another slam dunk, I fucking hope, is that Odin is the real main villain here. He's manipulating everyone to fight for him, Thor, Freya and everyone else. Like, he's behind everything for the sole reason of stopping himself from dying at Ragnarok. That's it. Selfish reasons. He wants to survive Ragnarok. That's it. He doesn't care about anyone else. He doesn't care if Ragnarok starts, as long as he's alive at the end. I think another pretty obvious one is that time travel will be involved. I mean, in the first game, Mimir says that Thor and Jormungandr's battle is so violent the world tree splinters and the world serpent is sent back in time before his birth. And Jormungandr is also born in the past, and Atreus / Loki is almost certainly his father, so Atreus would need to travel back in time to, you know, create him. So yeah, I think time travel being involved is a slam dunk there. Another guaranteed prediction is that Mimir will survive. Not because I have evidence, just because I want him to. I just want him to. If he doesn't, Santa Monica will pay. They will pay. Do not even think about hurting him. I will protect him with my life. Another baseless and crazy claim is that Tyr will survive. For no other reason that hand clamp thing in the trailer between him and Kratos was so wholesome, and I really want him to survive, for the sole reason that he seems like a lovely guy. He's a nice god. Please let him survive. Don't let him die to Odin. That's going to be so sad. He's gonna, isn't he? Fuck, he's so going to get murdered by Odin. Furthermore, I also believe, and this is gonna shock and surprise all of you, that Ragnarok will happen. However, that's self-explanatory. The game is called God of War Ragnarok. However, I believe it will not exactly go like the Eddas / what has been predicted in the last game with the Jotunheim murals and all of Odin Mimir's stories. Some things will go that way. However, I do not believe all 9 realms will be destroyed like the Eddas say, just because of Kratos' line, "Fate only binds us if we let it." Ain't no way everyone's dying after Kratos drops that banger of a line. Additionally, I believe that Kratos will need to talk to Frey at some point and will enter the light of Alfheim once more, where it has been confirmed by Corey Barlog that part of Frey has gone after she died. Okay, this one's a long one, and it's literally just a fan fiction at this point. There's no evidence for this, but I'm going to list it anyway, because if this happens, I'll be the GOAT. I also believe that at some point during the game, Kratos and Atreus, and perhaps some of their companions, will be forced to return to Greece for some reason. Perhaps to obtain the Blade of Olympus, or perhaps for something else. But we will see Greece, and I believe it will be flourishing and rebuilt after Kratos, kind of caused its destruction and extinction at the end of God of War 3. And once again, none of this has any evidence, but I still think this is going to happen. That is where, in Greece, we will fight Artemis and Apollo, who are still angry at Kratos for destroying Olympus, and I think being slightly manipulated by our boy Odin. Here is where I believe Kratos will be forced to explain in more detail what happened in the past, perhaps creating a rift between him and Atreus. I also think that once they are dead, this is where Atreus can get an upgrade in his bow, either the bow of Artemis or the bow of Apollo. Again, zero evidence for these claims, but, I'm being bold. This will bite me in the ass. I will look like a crazy person for predicting this. As well, I believe that in some point in the game, Kratos will be split up from Atreus, and you will play as exclusively Atreus. Even if it's just for one mission, in a specific environment, with specific enemies built for a bow that maybe lasts like 10-15 minutes. But I believe it will be a bit like the mission where you play as Ellie in The Last of Us. I believe this will be in order to set up an Atreus spin-off game, or an Atreus mainline game when we get to the end of this list. That will make more sense. And perhaps it'll be set in Egypt this time, because originally God of War 2018 was going to be set in Egypt. Another bold as fuck prediction I have is that the reason Odin is talking to and trying to manipulate Atreus is because Atreus is the one who will kill Odin at Ragnarok. Because Odin will stop at nothing to stop himself from dying at Ragnarok, he's trying to manipulate him so he can maybe stop him from being killed by convincing him to join his side, or just straight up killing him. Additionally, I believe that Freya, everyone's favourite Vanna goddess, will eventually see that Odin is manipulating her grief of Baldur's death to turn her as a weapon against Kratos. So eventually we'll stop fighting Kratos and Atreus and will help them. She'll also be murdered by Odin. I just think that's happening. I can just see it coming. I just think that Odin's going to murder a lot of our companions, as much as that sucks. Don't touch Mimir, Odin. Now, my final, and perhaps my most bold prediction, is how I see the game's ending going. I see the game ending in one of two ways. Kratos and Atreus going their separate ways, perhaps amicably, or perhaps due to a rift that's slowly built over the game. I can see that coming. Perhaps Atreus thinks Kratos is trying to protect him too much. Perhaps Atreus is just so disgusted at Kratos' past, and you can't really blame him, he did a lot of shit. Or Kratos dying. And originally I was going to, put them both in, but I've decided to double down, and I believe that, boldly, I'm going to predict that Kratos will die in this game. He will pass on the mantle of God of War to his son, and the game will end with the Blades of Chaos being buried once more, this time permanently. There isn't really much evidence for this, but I just got a feeling. And upon his death, he will reunite in the afterlife with his daughter and both his wives, so we can have a happy ending, man. He deserves a happy ending, man. He's been through so much shit. He's killed so many gods. He's dealt with so many evil gods. Let him have a happy ending, Santa Monica. And with that, this video is over. I cannot wait to play God of War Ragnarok in a month, and I cannot wait even more for this video to age so incredibly poorly. Oh my god, I can tell you I've got 0 of these right. It's going to be so funny when every single thing I predicted, the opposite's going to happen. If that does happen, I will take credit for that, thank you. But that's it for the video. Comment down below any predictions you have for God of War Ragnarok. I do actually want to read them because I love the game and I want to see what you guys think. If you like the video, smash like, and if you really like the video, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. You'll be able to, and if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload, once every blue moon. But I've been the Games Biosaurus. You guys have been awesome. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.